What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Too Sweet Gameplays. Today I decided, there's a lot of, superstars in this game, in this 2K19 game this year, and I feel like WWE messed up a lot on their actual movesets. So I took the liberty to go through every single superstar and change it to the moves they actually use, like in 2018. Some of them, they still have the moves that they don't even use anymore. So without further ado, let's kick it off. So we're only going to do the superstars in game. I might make a separate video on custom superstars because I do have all the most important, I wouldn't say all the superstars in WWE that's not in the game, but the relevant ones, you see right here, Buddy Murphy, and then I got, the new Baron Corbin, the new Dean Ambrose. This Dean Ambrose is the best creation you're gonna get. Y'all probably already seen that video on my channel. And then we have the newcomer to NXT, Dominic. I don't know how to say his. I think it's Dijakovic. I don't know how you say it, but I got all these custom superstars. And if you see some wrestlers you don't know, that means I created them. So this Phsylum is me, but that used to be my old YouTube name. But we're gonna kick it off, starting from the top, and we're gonna go all the way through the roster. It depends if I remember who has the right moves or not. I don't think Adam Cole has anything, but let me check. See, yeah, we don't have anything for Adam Cole. All his stuff is still the same. They were accurate with his moveset. I think Adam Cole has probably the best moveset in the game. Well, let's go down this list. I need to remember who is what. I think we're gonna start with it. Cien Almas. See, I changed because he uses this running Midori as his finisher, so I put that as his finisher slot. And I believe in this new moves pack we're gonna be getting, we're gonna get the new hammerlock DDT animation. So I mean, we can use that. Then I think he uses this move, the reverse back elbow, as his signature, really, because he uses it a lot and when he does wrestle on TV. And then I never seen him do this move, but it's a cool move, and you only can have these corner finisher moves as signatures or finishers, so I just kept it on him. Moving on to Apollo Cruz. His moveset's pretty basic, but I did change one move. The insecurity already, but if you see on your screen, he won't have this jumping clothesline will be a regular strike. But recently, now that he's on his singles run, I've been seeing him use it as a signature move. And then you can leave the back suplex spin out power bomb as the same, and the gorilla press moonsault as the same. Moving on to Baron Corbin. See, if you see, I changed it I think already, but right here, they have Baron Corbin's 2 signature as chokeslam backbreaker, which is his deep 6 is his signature move too. But since I have this creation of Baron Corbin with no hair, I put deep 6 and then chokeslam backbreaker. And then for his finisher, he only does end of days that I know of. I just think they need to change the animation of end of days, and then I'll be satisfied. Then we have, I think Big E. I changed something on Big E. I don't remember all of them correctly. I don't think I changed anything on Big E, but they need to change the big ending animation. That thing's been way out of date. Then we have Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode, I used Rude Bomb as his second. I forgot what they had but I used the Rude Bomb because I forgot what other finisher or signature. I think he had a perfect plex. I don't see him do that anymore, so I changed it to a Rude Bomb, and I like this move. I think it just needs a better animation because it really just looks like a different version of Attitude Adjustment. Then Braun Strowman, they gave him that cutter move. It starts with a Y. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Braun Strowman, he doesn't really use that move anymore. He used that when he was debuting as Braun Strowman with the Wyatt family. So I gave him a choke slam. It's called the one-handed choke slam. I think it fits him. And then I see him do the rear chest strike most of the time. This big clubbing strike to the chest. So this is what I gave him. Then they have the reverse chokeslam. I haven't seen him use the reverse chokeslam since he was like on his first like singles when he was dominating the local competitors. So I just left it as the power slam, and then to change the second finisher from the reverse chokeslam, I did the tilt-a-whirl power slam because I think it brings a a better animation to his finisher anyway. So I just did that. Then Bray Wyatt, I don't think I changed anything on him. We haven't seen him on TV in a while. Yeah, Uranagi and all that's still the same. And then Sister Abigail. I like this animation of it. Then we have Buddy Murphy. I mean, he's not in the game, but I mean, I'm gonna show y'all, the moves to get him. Most of y'all probably know. See, he does this move, but it's not technically like this. He picks him up off the ground, not just in a regular power bomb, but multiple power bombs. You could do that too. Then we have Blackout, this like knee strike thing he likes to do. It's not exactly like what he does, but it's what the best you're gonna get. In this new DLC, we got the actual Murphy's Law finisher coming. And this is the best animation you're gonna get for it right now. Is the pump handle Death Valley driver. It's a slower animation of it, but I mean it's still what it looks like. But in this new DLC, the new moves pack, we're gonna get that. Cedric Alexander doesn't have anything. Chad Gable, yeah, I remember I did change a lot of stuff for him. I don't really know Chad Gable's moveset. I looked up some videos, on his moveset. I see he does, exploder suplexes a lot. So I gave him this exploder suplex as a signature. Then I seen him do this move a couple times. So I think that was already in the game. And then, of course, he does the O'Connor Roll German suplex. And then I gave him the moonsault as his finisher. Because he uses it sometimes. I don't think he uses it as a finisher, but it'll work. Daniel Bryan's don't have anything. Yeah, they don't have anything. Dolph Ziggler, all I think I changed for him is, the zigzag animation. I like the first one. Like this one right here, I feel like he does it like this. And the super kick, they gave him like Sweet Chan Music, but I feel like he does this super kick more like this kind of super kick. But I don't like Zigzag 2 animation. I feel like it doesn't look like the Zigzag, so I keep it as Zigzag 1. Let's see, Drew McIntyre, of course, yeah, I don't think they messed up on his moveset. They just have it out of date still. But for me, I don't see him use Future Shock as much as a finisher anymore. It's mainly the Claymore kick, so I gave him Future Shock as a signature. And I don't know if y'all seen him do this move. He's been pulling off this move pretty frequently in his matches. He does this to Seth Rollins a lot. But it's called the Inverted Alabama Slam 2. And I think it's a pretty good move to give him because he actually does it. And then, of course, Claymore kick. And then other people, I see they give him the sit kick. Or rocket kick, as you want to call it. But Last Shot 2 looks the best like the Claymore kick, in my opinion. It's supposed to be meant for Adam Cole, but it just looks like you're kicking him with the foot instead of the knee. So I would give him Last Shot 2 if you want like a running Claymore instead of going to the corner to do it. EC3 is part of the Titans Pack DLC. I changed his moves as soon as he got in the game because the moves they gave him, I'm like, okay, I don't really like the animations of them. And then they gave him front face STO as both of his signatures, and I'm pretty sure he pulls off headlock driver. They could have gave him like, another animation for the headlock driver, but Dean Ambrose headlock driver will work for him as a signature. And then of course he has the top 1% finisher, or 1% finisher, which is basically a fireman's carry cutter. It has this animation. I like it. They should have gave him like the regular standing animation for it, but fireman's carry cutter, originally they gave him the TKO, but fireman's carry cutter will work in the better place of that. Elias, I mean, I don't know about Elias. Elias has a lot, like, I know Gift Away is his main thing. And forget Frog Splash right here. Frog Splash, that was, if you've seen my video, if y'all go back, I had the swap finishers video, and I did it with him and Eddie Guerrero, so that's why it's like that. But the original move I gave him for his alternative finisher, I remember he did do this move. It's called Rolling the Dice. if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here it is right here. It's kind of like, it's Bo Dallas's move, but this is what it like, this is kind of how he did it. So I gave it like that. And then you have the jumping knee strike, because Elias uses a lot of knee strikes now. And then you can give this move that he used to do. I just give that as a signature. Alright, moving on to Finn Balor. I mean, Finn Balor, you don't really have a lot to change. I just like this animation of the shotgun dropkick better. Cause I mean, it don't look more realistic, but it's just like, it's not like this first one, the first animation of it. He takes too long to do it, and I feel like the other animation is just better for him. Grand Metalik, you can switch his moves because he changes, like, I don't know what his finisher is, but what I did, I gave him a signature. He does the Hurricane Rana or Frankensteiner a lot. Then you can do the Swanton Bomb. I mean, that's really a finisher of his, but I mean, he uses the Metalik driver and this elbow as his finisher. So if you want to put Springboard Elbow Drop 2 as his finisher, you can, or you could replace it with Springboard Swanton Bomb. But those are the two moves he does, I know of right now. It's 2018. Heath Slater does Hanson. Hanson is the person you're gonna have to change his moveset a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. Cause when these moves are correct that they gave him, you know, moonsault, the big man. He does some moonsaults, but Samoan driver can be his finisher. And then they gave him, I believe, is the Michinoku driver. But I've seen him in his, like, when he wasn't in WWE, he used the Tiger Suplex. So Tyler Driver 97 would be like the best thing to give him. Oh man, I just backed out of it. We'll get back into it though. But we're gonna be moving on to Luke Harper while we're waiting for this thing to load. Cause Luke Harper, I just have one move change of his, I believe. Cause they still have when he was like the old Luke Harper with the, like, out of the Wyatt family. Oh, his name is Harper in this game, not Luke Harper. Okay. I just changed his signature move, I believe. I changed it to a sit-out powerbomb because they have it as that, like, face buster thing, and I don't think he really uses that anymore. So you can do it as a sit-out powerbomb. And then, of course, he has this clothesline, and then this right here, which is simple. So nothing too much with Harper. Moving on, Jason Jordan. I don't like the moveset they gave him this year. Like, he's not even wrestling anymore, really. But they gave him, like, I changed it to his corner move. They gave him this move. If I can find it. I forgot where I put it, but if y'all go to Jason Jordan moveset, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I seen him pull off this move when he was in singles action. He would just normally do this flapjack and just let his opponents fall. So that'll be a good thing. And then of course you have this from last year, or the previous years he's been in the games, the spear belly to belly suplex combo. So you can give him that. And then of course his new finisher, the back suplex neck breaker, and then angle slam. The Usos, you don't have nothing to change. I mean, and I don't think Jeff Hardy, you have anything to change either. Jinder Mahal, yes, there's something to change on Jinder Mahal's moveset. I mean, he can keep your gut check. I've seen him do this a couple times, but you want to give him a running knee strike because he does pull this off as his signature move in matches when he does compete. And then, of course, you got Colossus, and then the reason why, like I said in my previous with Elias, I did the finisher swap, so this is why his attitude adjustment. But what you want to give him, what you want to give him is the camel clutch when he raises his arms up. I forget which one it is. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, you want to give him camel clutch 5. And Johnny Gargano, you want to change. I don't like the animation of the super kick, and I like this better. Like, I feel like he does do this kind of animation of the arm trap crossface better. Like he always like puts it, I don't think he just does it normally on the ground. He always like transitions into it. But I want super kick 1 to be it, because it seems more like a better super kick, because the super kick they did give him, I forget what it's called, but this one right here, super kick 14, like the animation's slow and it doesn't even connect with his face. Well, right there, but you can see it here with the face. But I'm talking about when Johnny Gargano versus, when you play with him, he doesn't connect with the face. And the animation's slow, so I think super kick 1 would be better for him. Then signatures, of course, Launder and Full Nelson reverse STO. Callisto, you don't have nothing to change. Kane, you don't have anything to change. Carl Anderson, yeah, you have to change something on him. Nothing with his signatures. Rocket kick and spinebuster can stay, but I've seen him using the diving neckbreaker as his finisher lately. Like he'll jump off the rope and just grab you with the neckbreaker and finish you off. So I mean, it's a basic finisher, but it's in the game, so I would put that on him. Cassius, oh no, you have nothing to change. Let me check Kevin Owens, I'm not sure. You might. I would just change they have pump handle neckbreaker 2. This animation of it right here, pump handle neckbreaker 2. I don't like how it looks, and I feel like you don't get the full impact, but number 1, it seems like it hurts more, and I think Kevin Owens would do this animation like more. So get number 1, pump handle neckbreaker 1. Then pop-up powerbomb. They give him the package pile driver, but he doesn't really use that move in WWE because, you know, they ban pile driver. So give him pop-up powerbomb number 2 and pump-up powerbomb 1 animations. That'll work best for him. If you're wondering who this superstar is, King, that's my nephew. I made him in the game because he likes to play, but that's not a part of the video. Kofi, you don't have to change that thing. Kyle O'Reilly, I changed some stuff on him. I don't like his moveset really, and I gave him mounted palm strike. Some people might say this is just a regular move he uses, but I see him pull it off very frequently, so I would give them this as a signature. And of course you can keep the O'Reilly combo. I like this move, it's pretty good strikes, and then you sweep them down to the mat. And then I guess you can keep this move, the choke. I see him use this sometimes, but not like all the time. And then you can keep Rigoplex. Lars Sullivan, I changed something with him. I think it was a signature move because I don't like that they just give him headbutts. And I see as a big man, you know, he does this pop-up power slam. It's a rope rebound move, so you can't just do it like standing up, so you have to Irish whip your opponent, but it'll work best for him. And then of course you can keep freak accidents because that's his finisher. Lince Dorado, I don't think I changed anything on him. Pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, I didn't change anything on him because his moveset's pretty accurate. Luke Gallows, I don't think I changed anything on him either, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I think I did. You can keep Chokeslam because he does pull this off sometimes, but you want to get Fireman's Carry Flapjack because he does use this move. I forgot what they gave him as his other signature, but you want to use that. Then Gallows Pole as his finisher. They gave him two-handed choke bomb, but I don't see him do this much. But Gallows Pole is his finisher, so just keep that on him. Maurice, we don't have anything to change. Matt Hardy, nothing. The Miz, you have to change something on the Miz, I think, because they gave him. They gave this this was already his signature in the game, but I gave him this move because he does pull this move off a lot in his matches. I think it is his signature move. The back neckbreaker combo, so just use that as his move. And then of course Skull Crushing Finale. I don't like this animation of Skull Crushing Finale, so what I gave him, if you look at Full Nelson Facebuster, is just like the Skull Crushing Finale, and I feel like this is the way Miz actually does it. It's a slower version of it, so that'll work perfect for the Miz. Montez Ford, nothing. Mojo Rawley, nothing. Mustafa Ali, I mean, when the new moves DLC comes in, I mean, you can give him that slingshot facebuster move that can add as a signature, but really he has nothing right now. No Way Jose's good. Oni Lorcan's good. All these superstars are good down here. Peyton Royce, good. R-Truth, okay. Somebody say his moveset is like, you know, complete, but I mean, forgot what his other signature used to be, but I changed it to the body splash, the corner jumping body splash, because he does pull this off in his matches sometimes when he does. Then you can keep lie detector because he does use that. And I don't like the little Jimmy animation. I think Pay Dirt fits better to his moveset, and of course you can keep the corkscrew axe kick, but Pay Dirt, I like the animation of it, and I feel like that's the way R-Truth really does his little Jimmy finisher. Randy Orton, you have nothing to change. And Rey Mysterio, of course, he has something to change, and I'm pretty sure back to when I was doing my finisher swap, I swapped him with Sting. But what you want to give Rey Mysterio as a finisher, because they gave him the frog splash, like Eddie Guerrero's frog splash, which is, there's nothing wrong with giving him that, but I don't just like how it looks. So I think you should go with body splash 2 as his finisher. Then you can get springboard frog splash like that, because that's what he's pulling off when now that he's back in the WWE. And the core signatures, you can keep it at 619. Razor, you don't need to change anything. Rhino, nothing. I think that's pretty much it, if I'm not mistaken. All these superstars down at the bottom really don't have anything. I think Roderick Strong is okay too. Yeah, I think he's pretty good with his moveset. Rowan, I think I changed something with him. He does pull off, like when he was wrestling as a single star, he was pulling off this move. It's called Tour of the Islands. It's basically like a World's Strongest Slam, just like, you know, reversed. He starts off swinging his opponents around and just slams them down to the mat. So you can use that as Eric Rowan's first finisher and keep the waist side slam. Ronda Rousey, all I did was, because her moveset is, I don't like it on the first start of the game. You can keep Rowdy Buster, and then as her second one, they had a Samoan drop, and I don't like it. So you can just use the Uranagi 5, because I mean she does pull it off kind of like a signature. They gave it to her as a regular move. And then you can keep the cross arm breakers as her finisher. Sami Zayn, I think I changed something. Rusev too. Let me do Rusev first. Rusev, I changed his finish, like his moveset, because they had the rear super kick, and I mean he uses the monster kick. They don't call it monster kick. And I use, you see, Purple Rainmaker switch with Velveteen Dream for my finisher swap video, but of course, you know, he uses the Accolade. Let me go find that move to put it back on him. Pretty sure I skipped it. Yeah, it's right here. Accolade is his finisher, and then you can use monster kick. It's called a running super kick in this game. And then he uses the Alabama Slam frequently in his matches, and then you can give him spinning heel kick. I couldn't find a better animation than that, so that's the best you're gonna get, because he does pull off a flying heel kick. Then with Sami Zayn, I don't like they gave him the Koji clutch, as that used to be his move, and I did see him pull off the Blue Thunder Bomb and finish it with a match. So I mean that can be his second finisher. So Haluva kick and Blue Thunder Bomb, and as his signatures, he pulls off the half and half suplex time to time. He does it on Kevin Owens a lot when they did wrestle each other, and then you can keep the corner exploder suplex. Samoa Joe, I didn't change anything really on him. I just changed the signature, because they gave him Uranagi, but he really does, like, it's the animation that he does of that is kind of like this, the side slam 1. So you can keep it like that, and then you can keep this signature he already had since last year's game. And then of course Muscle Buster and Coquina Clutch, so you can keep all that. Sasha Banks, I changed one of her finishers because she had both of them as the bake statement. But she would regularly pull this move off as, like, they put it as an OMG moment, but I mean it's a regular move in the game too, so she used to finish this off with her. But if you want to give her like the frog splash or something, I would just give her, like, you see she does this move. I never see her pull off this move, but I mean you can give her the frog splash if you want. Give her a different animation of this frog splash, not Eddie Guerrero's frog splash. If I can find it here. Give her Frog Splash 1, because that's how she really does it. So give her Frog Splash 1 as a signature, And then rope hung, Meteori, and bank statement can be her finishers. Seth Rollins, I think I changed some stuff on his moveset. Recently, like, he finished off his match with the Falcon Arrow suplex combo, but I mean, that's not his finisher, so I would just give that as his signature move. You can pull this off in the matches because he does kind of use it like a signature move. Then you can keep the schoolboy superplex, or not, super kick. Then, of course, curb stomp and curb stomp. They gave him the Revolution Knees as his finisher, but of course he doesn't really use that move anymore. But if you want to give it to him, you can. Shane McMahon really has nothing. Shawn Michaels has nothing. Then Carl Nakamura, all you got to do is change for him is the Kinshasa animation. I like to give him the strong style knee strike because it's basically his move. They just call it something different. And then you can give him the running Kinshasa because I don't like the other animations of it. Like this one, I don't like this animation of it. Or this one. So just give him number 2 and the strong style knee strike. Shelton Benjamin, in this game they gave him like super kicks as his stuff. I mean, but I looked up some of his old moves. He used to do some like, you know, exploder suplex like this and a capture suplex mainly as his signature moves. And then of course you can give him pay dirt and jump a complete shot as his finishers. Sheamus, they always give him high cross. He has not used that move since he like first debuted in the WWE. So bro kick is his main finisher. Just give him number 1 and number 2 animation. Then you can give him Irish curse and then of course white noise. These superstars don't have any changes. I mean, we can. I think Sting still has Scorpion Death. Yeah, I didn't change anything with the finisher swap on him. Tamina, I think I changed some of her moves. If you want, you can give her super kick 10. I think she just has regular super kicks, but I feel like she does like the hardest super kick in the women's. So you can give her number 10 because it looks like it has the most impact. Then you can give her, of course, you know, the diving body splashes. That fits her because her dad's Jimmy Superfly Snuka. TJP, I didn't change anything, and then Tony Nese, I think I did change something. Give him, you can give him pump handle power bomb, and then give him pump handle power slam because he does pull off the pump handle power slam in some matches. He does. Then of course running knees, you can keep that, and then the 450 splash. Triple H, I don't think I changed anything with him. Tyler Bate, I didn't change any. I think I did change something with Tyler Bate. I think I gave him airplane spin. Yes, I did. I gave him airplane spin as his signature because they had rolling heel kick or wheel kick as both of his signatures, but he does pull off the airplane spin. Then of course you can keep Tyler Driver 97. Ty Dillinger, he does have some changes because I don't like the way they did his moveset this year. So you can give him Fireman's Carry Neckbreaker because he did pull off this move sometimes, and then you can give him Tiebreaker number 1 because he did change the animation of his finisher. The Tiebreaker number 2 animation is in this game because it was a part of DLC last year. So you can give him all these like that, but give him Tiebreaker 2 as his finisher because he does do this animation of Tiebreaker now. So that'll best fit him. Tyler Breeze, I think there's nothing with him. I mean, if you want to, you can give him, instead of like beauty shot like that, if you want to do another animation, you can give him, it's called the Caribbean kick. It's a corner move. See the Caribbean kick right here? I mean, it's like the beauty shot, you just have a better animation of it. So if you want to, you can do it like that. You can give it to him, but kill switch, you can keep that, and then you can keep super kick and single leg Boston Crab. Undertaker, all I did was change the animation. I don't like leaping tombstone power driver because, you know, Undertaker's getting to that age where he's not supposed to be jumping like that. So just give him the regular tombstone power driver. Vader didn't change anything. Velveteen, all I did was change one of his signatures because they gave him Death Valley Bomb as one of the signatures, but then they gave him a corner, like kind of like Death Valley Bomb, but it was in the corner. But he does Rainmaker DDT as his another signature. They gave him this move as a regular move, but change it, Rainmaker DDT, to a actual signature. Then you can keep Purple Rainmaker 1 and 2 as his finishers. I think that's it, pretty much. No, I have one more, Xavier Woods right here. I did change his stuff because, like, Xavier Woods, he's had a history of finishers. Like, I don't think he knows what he wants to end his matches off with. But of course, you can keep on a roll, and then I see he does this, you know, discus elbow. So I gave him rolling elbow 5. It's kind of like that as a signature. Then as his finishers, I did give him Adam Cole's last shot because he does do a Shining Wizard. But I don't like the animations of all the Shining Wizards in this game, so I think last shot 1 would like fit him. And of course he does elbow drop, so I just gave him elbow drop number 4. But guys, I do think that's it for the video. Of course, I told y'all, I mean, I did Buddy Murphy in this video, but that's because he was just right then and there. But I will go through, if y'all want, it depends how many likes I get on this video, I will go through all the custom superstars. And then if y'all don't know what moves to give them, you know, I have this video when y'all download these superstars or make them by yourself off of community creations, and I'll tell y'all like all the superstars finishers, like the best, you know, animations that you're gonna get out of this game. So I will do a custom superstar video, but I need some likes on this video. So if you enjoyed, make sure you definitely like. If I helped you out with, you know, the updated 2018 moves, then, you know, you can drop a like. Like I say in my description of my channel, to sweet me by subscribing. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.